Welcome to another exciting episode here at the Heavy Muscle TV show. We are live in Westbury, New York. I'm sitting here on November 7th, 2013 with my very close-knit group of whack packers. Colleen B, who's a little sick, to our right. And Jimmy the Bull to my left. And, of course, Cole, our new member of the Whack Pack. Cole and I know each other I know Cole since he was born. I remember when you were born, as a matter of fact.
Yeah?
Talking to the microphone.
That was 1992.
Yeah. I had just quit medical school then. Uh-huh. And I remember he was born. And he was a troublemaker when he was a kid, though.
He looks like a troublemaker.
Yeah, he's still a troublemaker, but we're trying to keep him out of trouble now. But he was a big troublemaker. He was always like pulling pranks on his brother and stuff like that.
Me and my brother get along now. We definitely did pull some pretty funny pranks on each other, but everything's good.
Pull the mic a little closer to you so you can talk. Now, Jimmy, Cole just started really bodybuilding seriously about 8 months ago. And I think you might have to. He's very strong. What were you deadlifting the other day?
My max was 455. I got 8 reps with 405.
And he's only what do you weigh?
191.
It's pretty impressive, Jim, huh?
I'll save you a room in the VA hospital. No, that's pretty good.
He was
455 for what, a single?
455 for a single. I squatted 405 the other day. And
it was all the way down, too.
Yeah, all the way down, and my bench is at about 300.
Not bad.
You should train with Jimmy the Bull. Jimmy the Bull is one of the strongest bodybuilders of all time, back in the day. I don't know if you remember.
Back in the day.
Looking things.
Probably.
No, I actually enjoy watching you guys went pretty crazy on YouTube.
Oh, you saw the video?
I've seen the video. I've watched it many times.
That's back in your heyday. In my heyday, too, Jimmy.
You ever see the one we did?
That's the one he's talking about.
The reconstruction of the
that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
They cut a lot of my parts out, of course, but,
No, you always say that we didn't cut any of the lifting parts out. We cut some of your antics out. Because
I know. I'm always getting dogged, bro.
Because at the time...
some funny stuff on here, but...
At the time, you were arguing with your wife, and you were miserable, so you would come in there and you would do, like, obnoxious, things.
You're right. That happens, man. She does that to me.
Now, Jimmy, actually, you can see the video. It's up there. Johnny's playing it right now. So
Dave.
Yeah.
And that was back when my shoulders worked a little better than they do today.
Yeah.
And,
we almost looked alike at that video.
Yeah.
Well, I was a little smaller than you, but...
Everyone always says to me, where did Jimmy get all those great lines? I said, well, we had a script, they said. He followed. But you ad-libbed a little bit, of course.
Yeah. That's some big shoulders, too, back then. I was always a fucking wacko, right?
Yeah. You were scary back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
That little bit of hair you used to have on the side of your head, it made you very dangerous looking.
I was a very aggressive person. I really was.
Now you're like very mellow compared to that.
I'm definitely a little more mellow than when I was younger.
Yeah. You didn't take any shit from anyone back then.
I was having a conversation while I'm rowing a fucking 200-pound dumbbell.
Exactly. Well, we have a really great show today. We have IFBB pro Jillian Revel on the show, who just placed 6th at the Miss Olympia, the Miss Women's Physique Olympia, that is. She's going to have a very, something happened to her at the show. I'm not going to say what it is, and we're going to talk a little bit about it a little later. And we also have IFBB pro, my good friend Eugene Mission in the studio, who's transitioned Jimmy from bodybuilding into acting now. I don't know. Have you seen any commercials?
I think I saw one of his commercials. What was he doing? The Burger King or something?
Cow suit.
He's dressed up as a cow in one of them, which I really think is very, very funny. I don't know. Have you seen that one?
No, that one I saw one.
He's like a cow that he's supposed to be like a cow that, and he has like a needle sticking out of his arm.
Really?
Yeah. You never saw that one? Maybe Johnny could put it up there.
No, I never saw that one.
That was a good
I thought I
commercial.
saw the one where he was holding burgers or something. That was something else?
There's a couple. He'll talk about all the commercials when we get to it later. I just want to make an announcement. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Chris Acita, who finally got rid of his BlackBerry and got an iPhone.
Yes.
So he's joined the 21st century now, and
human race.
Chris now has an iPhone.
Congratulations.
Chris, it might take him another year or so to figure out how to use it, however.
Exactly,
That's the only problem. But
he's a little slow.
We'll see. I also want to give a happy birthday out to Mike Zeltzer, who just turned 43 years old. He is the algebra wizard. Mike is a bodybuilder who actually teaches algebra. He goes off the algebra wizard. He's also, I call him the hiccup historian, because he knows who all the bodybuilders are who's had chronic hiccups. I'm on the list, obviously.
Really?
But he had a terrible case of hiccups. My dad just had a terrible
strange
case.
Following, right? I mean,
there's more people than you think had hiccups.
Yeah.
Hiccup issues, I should say.
I thought that was a common thing for everybody.
Not to have it for 5 or 6 days in a row.
Oh, okay. Yes, different.
Drive you crazy.
Yeah. I usually get when I drink a lot.
Yeah. Well,
but it goes away. It's not like maybe a
like when the alcohol wears off.
Well, I start drinking again.
Oh, no. You hosted the Final Verdict yesterday, and I was
Yes.
watching the show, and,
Yes.
and Pete, the producer, was actually the co-host with you
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah, he sat in with me.
And I thought he was doing I thought he did a very good job. I
Yeah,
was
he was
very
coming
impressed.
along,
He was
yeah.
aggressive. He was,
Yeah.
pushing you a little bit.
Yeah, that was good.
And I was enjoying the show, and you were talking about working out, and you talked about the training
it
video.
was almost a normal show, right?
Almost. You talked about the training video that you did with Dean Michaels.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And
Johnny was posting a little bit of it.
yeah, the video was great, actually. I
didn't see it yet.
You haven't watched it?
No, I gotta watch
You were
it.
very, Amanda thought it was absolutely hysterically funny.
Really?
Yeah, her and her mom were watching it.
Oh, my God.
They were like dying. They think that you're the funniest guy of all time. And so.
Meanwhile, I'm just being myself. I'm not really
Yeah,
trying to be
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
But,
Well, people haven't seen you working out in many years. That was
Yeah,
probably
sure.
the first video in a long time.
Yeah.
Aside from the one that you did that arm.
I wish we did it like another month or two. I just started going back to the doctor,
Well, for your hormone replacement.
Yeah.
Well, you should go with. You should
Actually,
take Cole.
I actually get a bit more with hard on.
You should take Cole and Dean and go to the gym.
I should, man.
You got to start training the youth of America to do.
Yeah, I
the
really should.
You know how
pass along the experience.
Yeah, you know how they have in the caveman time they would have to tell stories because they had no writing or anything like that,
Yes.
and then they would make you memorize the story so you can pass on to the next generation. You got to tutor these guys and
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
your
doing
power bodybuilding
Yeah,
techniques.
I would love to do that, man. Yeah.
Because they have to pass it on to the next generation.
I like doing that. I'm not
Yeah.
one to hoard secrets. I like to
Right.
pass my shit on.
Well, you are a Freemason though.
Yes,
There's
I
a lot
am.
of secrets
Yes,
in
I
that,
am.
isn't that?
Yes. But that's different. That's another whole
No,
set of secrets.
now we need to clarify the Statue of Liberty.
Uh-oh.
You were talking about it on the show, and I actually was wrong. I didn't know when
I
it
made
was.
a typo error.
No, you didn't make a typo. You
Yeah, I
didn't know
did.
either. You didn't know either, just
I
like
knew,
I didn't know.
knew what I wanted to say. It just didn't come out.
The Statue of Liberty was given to the United States as a gift to I guess, after the Civil War was over, to honor or to tell us congratulations on growing up, basically.
Right.
This is something to honor you. And I thought it was.
No, it was also a symbol of our relationship to France.
Right.
An everlasting friendship. Yeah, that's
Right,
it is.
right.
That's also.
I thought that the French.
Why did the French help us in the war? Do you know?
Well, they helped us in the Revolutionary War. I know
Yeah,
that.
but why did they?
Because they hated the British. That's why.
Yeah, but who went over there to talk to them?
Benjamin Franklin.
That's right. But why? Why did Benjamin Franklin go there? And who did he sit with? And why did they come over here? Because Benjamin Franklin was a Freemason.
Oh, is that
He
why?
went to the Freemasons in
I
France.
didn't know that.
And they asked them to help us.
Who'd they go talk to over there?
He went to the Freemasons over
Yeah.
there.
Well, what
They're in
Freemason?
government. They're in France.
What Freemason though? There has to be a certain one.
No, it's just the Brotherhood of Freemasons. He went there. He talked to them. They sat
Yeah.
down. They agreed to come over here and help. And
Right.
that's why they sent the ships over here.
Right. Were the people who ran the government in this country, were they all Freemasons
Yes.
back in the day? Okay. And you're a Freemason now?
Do you know who made the skeleton of the Statue of Liberty? You know who designed it and built it?
No. Who?
The guy who did the Eiffel Tower.
Well, that's a good guy to get, right?
Yeah, that's the guy.
He's pretty talented.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
If you're going to get someone to build something, you might as well get the best guy, right?
They
in
made
the
the
day.
Statue of Liberty in sheets of copper. So when the wind blows, because they knew it was going to be sitting in New York Harbor, so when the wind blows, it twists and bends, so
Do you know what?
withstand the weather.
Do you know what color the Statue of Liberty was when it first got here?
No, when it first got here?
Yeah.
No.
Well, what's color is copper?
No, it was brown, like a bronze.
Yeah. It
right.
turned green.
It turned green, oxidized over
Yeah.
the years.
You think they would be?
Yeah, yeah.
You're a historian, right? All right. Now, the question a lot of people have been asking me is, will Jimmy the Bull continue to do this show? Now,
I have no idea.
And if you do, it should really morph into your own show. It shouldn't be the final
I
verdict.
always say at the end of the show, I don't know if you're watching it, I said, if we come back and Dave
Right.
will fire me,
That's right.
I said, I'll see you next week.
So getting back to what I was saying, the show was really good in the beginning. I thought it was informative. You were talking about the training video. You were talking about how you used to train
It was
with
pretty
me.
good 3/4 of the way.
And then it kind of deteriorated,
Towards
to
the
the
end a
end.
little
Yeah,
bit.
it started
Yeah,
turning into dog, sexual
Right,
encounters. and
yeah,
stuff like that.
towards the end. Yeah. It was kind of like normal. It was kind of good. And then,
Now, a lot of people comment and like you, Jimmy, and say how I can't wait, and I told you Amanda, her mother, think you're hysterical, but some people don't like you,
Yeah, I know.
And
Well,
Colleen,
everybody can't
pull
like
that.
you.
Let me read this comment. I said I want Jimmy to know this, to comment or respond to this. Keith Wilk
I like him already.
on Facebook said, is this it?
Yeah.
Real talk, no one wants to hear this. Jimmy the Bull is a clown dude. Looks like he's trying to be something he's not.
I don't even understand that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't like you. So,
Yeah.
what do you have any words for him?
Yeah, I do.
Look into the camera and tell him.
Where is he? Yeah.
He's straight ahead.
Straight ahead? Go fuck yourself. How's that? All right? You don't got to like me. You don't got to watch me. You don't got to know who the fuck I am or where I am. So just do me a favor. Go fuck yourself or just take it easy.
The wise words of Jimmy the Bull. There you go.
That's all I could say in short.
What do you think of that, Cole?
I mean, I really don't know the guy. I hope the best for him, but Jimmy seems like he's got him.
Jimmy was a very tough guy back in the day. You know, he was.
Let me explain myself, Cole. All right.
He used to throw people into stop signs.
I do what I do. You know what I mean? Look, everybody. You can't make everybody happy. Is that right?
Right.
No matter who you are, what you do, some people ain't gonna like you.
Of course.
Right? That's the way it goes.
I mean,
that's the way of the world, man.
I
would
would
accept it.
I wouldn't mess with you.
Oh, I'm not really, I'm not like that type of guy. Like Dave would tell you, I'm a very peaceful guy. I don't look for trouble. I don't act like a tough guy. I will defend myself. Like if you're fucking, corner a little puppy dog, he's gonna defend himself, right? So that's my attitude. I'm peaceful. I love everybody. You don't like me, I tell you, you don't have to look at me. Or if the guy don't like me, whatever his name is, Wilkes, Dilks, whatever the fuck his name is, he don't have to tune in, right?
Of course.
If you don't like somebody, it's very easy. You just hit the button and you don't have to watch the motherfucker, right? Why say something? I'll tell you why they say something. Because they're fucking jealous. Because if you got to say something, I'm bothering you because you are jealous of what I do. That's why you got to say something. Because if you didn't give a fuck what I do, you would just hit that little button on your computer when you hide in your bedroom in the dark with your cock in your fucking hand, and you just click that motherfucker off, and you don't got to fucking see me, motherfucker. How's that?
I like it. Drink more.
Salud. Drink more. I just had 2-3 sips out of it. This is me just now, motherfucker, because a fucking full moon's coming, and I'm getting fucking crazy, okay?
Hell yeah.
Come down to the fucking studio, and I'll twist your fucking balls off.
What's his name? Peter Wilk?
Kevin.
Whatever the
Kevin
fuck
Wilk.
his name. Who gives a shit?
From Chicago, Illinois.
I know some people from Chicago, motherfucker. Better watch your back.
Should send it to Mel.
No friend.
All right. Did you hear Dan Laurie
I
died?
feel better. Thank you for that text, Colleen. I
You're
actually feel
invigorated.
I stressed today.
Dan Laurie. Pete. Pete. Jimmy, you know Dan Laurie.
Yeah, from Brooklyn.
Dan Laurie died. 90 years old.
Did he?
Yeah.
God bless him. 90
Yeah.
years. How did he die? In sleep?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not
by a
sure.
car?
Pete, the producer, reported it. Do you know how he died? Did they say cause of death?
Not sure yet.
I think just old age. Probably just croaked.
I never understand why they should.
I don't know if I want to live more than 90. 90's pretty old.
90's old, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're probably pissing yourself at that point. Shitting yourself. You gotta get your ass wiped.
Jack
I'm
LaLanne
not gonna make it.
Jack LaLanne was pretty healthy, up until 100. What
Well,
did he live to?
he
100?
stayed in shape though. He stayed physically in shape. I believe that physical training and definitely is the longevity to.
Yeah. Are you going to continue to train? I know your
Absolutely.
training hasn't been that consistent lately.
No, but I do.
Colleen
I'm in
hasn't
the
been
gym.
very consistent lately.
I've been
either.
doing something new now. I hit the gym and I take like a day or two off, and then I hit the gym again. I take a day.
Because you don't recover as well. 'cause
I don't
you're
recover
older,
as
yeah.
fast, so I need like a couple of days, Cole, to recover. Because I'm not your age. When I was your age, I was out all night till 5 in the morning, fucking drinking. Then I fucking train, go to work, go back out again, and that was my life at your age.
Now, I don't know if you were aware, but Dan Laurie actually, claims that he found the International Federation of Bodybuilders, the IFBB. Which obviously Joe Weider did. No, they had an argument. Him and Joe Weider hated each other.
Yeah, I don't think
and he claims that he started it. He actually was inducted into the Jewish Sports Hall of Fame in 2007. I don't know if I didn't know. Did you know there was a Jewish Sports Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I didn't. I had no idea.
Yeah, he was inducted.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not joking. That's true. Very true.
Well, I know they have like in the military. They have like
Do they have Italian?
Jewish memorials.
Do they have an Italian?
For, like, Jewish pilots and stuff like that.
Do they have an Italian Hall of
I
Fame?
don't give a fuck about the Italians, man.
No, they don't care. Dan Laurie wrote a book called Heart of Steel, the Dan Laurie story. Regis Philbin actually wrote a little like foreword for that. And Regis did.
Regis and Kelly. Regis.
Yeah. And Laurie also appeared on Seal Test Big Top Circus Variety Show on CBS. Do you remember that show, or is that before your time too?
I don't remember that one.
It was the first color television program in the United States. There's a good trivia question.
I remember watching black and white TV.
He played Seal Test Dan, the Muscle Man, and Ed McMahon actually played a clown. Imagine that. Perfect role for Ed McMahon, right?
I actually remember watching Neil Armstrong step on the moon. I was at my aunt's house.
What does that have to do with Dan Laurie?
We were talking about
Nothing.
color TV and black and white. That's what made me think of it. And I was actually in my aunt's house. We were all hanging out, eating and drinking, and we watched Neil Armstrong, step out of the capsule onto the.
You don't believe that was made up? Like
the moon.
some people think that was a movie.
Yeah, I heard it was staged, like it was a whole. I don't think so because I don't think so.
You think they really landed on the moon?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
why would they lie? I mean,
Well, why does anyone lie?
Yeah, but what are they gaining at it?
He gave the United States the look that we needed that we were
First of all,
superior.
we were in a rush with Russia at that
Right.
time.
Maybe
so,
we couldn't make it, so we figured we staged the whole
Yeah,
thing.
but they would be all over us if we stayed.
And maybe they were part of it.
No, I doubt.
They might have been in on it.
I doubt.
All right. Anyway, Dan Laurie actually had a couple records, Jimmy. He did 1,225 dips in 90 minutes.
Damn.
It's pretty good. He did a one-handed overhead press. You know how like Dean was doing those overhead presses?
Right.
He did it with 285-pound
Damn.
dumbbell at 168-pound body weight.
That's pretty fucking good.
That's impressive. He leg pressed.
That was back then.
Yeah, he leg pressed 1,230 pounds, and he backlifted 1,810 pounds. What was a backllift? They don't do that anymore.
I think what they do is you got to squat down, slide under like a plate with
Right.
weights, and kind of lift it up with the back.
Oh, you probably would have been good at that.
Yeah,
right?
I probably would have. Yeah.
You never tried to backllift anything?
Yeah, I tried.
You
know,
backlifted a Volkswagen.
a couple of the trucks
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. I was like, my ex-wife was in there, and I tried to roll him over one night.
Well, what else exciting is going on in the life of Jimmy the Bull? Because, Johnny and I are going to Tijuana this coming weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to see the donkey shows. No, we're going to see the
Oh, you didn't
IFBB.
invite me to that?
Yeah, no.
Jesus.
We're going to see
That's like perfect for me.
Right. We're going to see the IFBB Tijuana Pro Show. We're going to be live streaming it on rxmuscle.com. That's next Saturday, all day long. Now, I understand, Johnny, they added a couple divisions, right? We have fit pro open men, pro figure, pro bikini, and pro men's physique. Is that correct? So
Really?
we'll be live streaming that to the whole world.
That's nice.
Johnny's putting up. Is that Dan Laurie? Wow, look, that's his press.
That's pretty impressive.
That's
man.
ridiculous.
285 pounds.
If I did that, I'd be crippled. I'd be in a wheelchair because that's like an awkward position. That's not even
Yeah.
like you're not even using your bone structure.
Well, back in the day, they used to do weird lifts like that.
yeah, that's
you
like
know,
those old strongman.
Yeah,
lifts.
yeah, like they do it on the beach too, sometimes.
That doesn't even look
That's
nice.
like when they used to wear the leopard, the leopard.
You'd be good at that,
leotards.
Cole.
I'm
I bet.
not
You
trying.
probably could do that lift. You
Yeah.
should try to do some back lifts and
I
stuff
don't
like
think
that.
you
Some
can do
old-
that. That's pretty hard.
You should train people to do those crazy lifts, Jimmy, because you
I like
had.
that
You,
shit.
yeah, I think you could. You would have been good at that.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
If Jimmy trains me, I'll do it.
All right, Jimmy. he works around the corner now, so you can go right over to the
That's
gym.
all right,
and
I'm
you can
always
train
over
him.
here,
Yeah,
you know.
I know. Yeah. An update from who?
Oh,
Sal Palumbo update. A lot of people,
Godfather.
A lot of people were asking, about my dad because he was in the hospital with pneumonia. He's for those people who are worried or concerned, he's doing fine. He called me up the other day from the
Is
hospital.
that in the hospital or is that home?
No,
That's
I actually have a picture of him. He made me take a picture of him in the hospital to remember. I don't know why I think he was completely doped up on drugs when he told me to do that.
Aw.
But he called me up. He's like, "Where is everyone?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I'm coming home." I said, "You're not coming home."
Does he
till-"
want a ticker tape race?
Yeah, he wanted to know. He wanted to be picked up. I said, "Well, you got to wait 2 hours till my aunt picks you up." I said, "I'm at work." He's like, 2 hours. He goes, "They almost killed me over here." He's like, he's making up all kinds of crazy cockamamie stories. But
That's what happens to the Italians.
you know what he told me? He's convinced that the day he checked in, which he was absolutely insane out of his mind, he's convinced that some nurse jumped on his back and was punching him. Yeah, and then he told me he pushed her to the ground. He said, "I didn't want to punch her because I don't hit women, but I had to push her off me, and I pushed her to the ground." I'm like, "Well, did you knock her off?" He goes, "Yeah, I knocked her off." He goes, "But then they all jumped me." I said, "Dad, I think you're making this up. I really do." So
Why do you think you said that?
I don't know. I don't know why he's convinced that
Unless
this
he
woman was
walking
punching
into
him.
the OR room or something. They kept calling him. He wouldn't
Well, he
answer.
said he was blindfolded and gagged too, right?
Well, that was the next day because he put his dark sunglasses on and he had this nebulizer on, for the pneumonia. And I guess when they took it off, like about an hour later, he leaned over to me. He said, "They gagged me and blindfolded me." I'm like, "Dad, you had your sunglasses on."
But he was under sedation a little bit, right?
I don't know what he was. You know what it is? Whenever my dad goes into the hospital, they over-medicate him because he's so combative with everyone.
Yeah.
And then he gets whacked, and then they think he's demented. And then what happens is they think he's in alcohol withdrawal. I said, "You don't understand. He drinks a bottle of wine every day. That's not a lot for him. That's like you or me having
Well,
like
you
one
drink
glass."
it for years. It's,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
They're like, "He's in withdrawal." I'm like, "No, he's not. Don't give him any more medication because you're making him
Yeah,
insane."
yeah.
Actually, your grandfather stopped by to see my dad.
I was just actually with my grandfather last night.
Yeah, he stopped by and saw my dad one of those, I think on Saturday.
Oh, I heard that your father left.
No, your grandfather was there, I think, this past weekend.
This past
I think
week.
Saturday. Past Saturday.
I'll give him a call. We'll talk.
Yeah. No, yeah, he went, because I called him. I told him that my dad was in the hospital. I knew he wanted to stop by there. I'm sure my dad was probably complaining the whole time, because when I go there every time he complains nonstop.
Of course, yeah.
Anyway, we got a great show. We got Jillian Revell, Eugene Mission, going to come on and tell us their story. Jillian's got a very compelling story. I think you guys are going to want to hear it. Right now, though, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we will have our first guest.